So I'm currently trying to construct a star for our Christmas tree from some wood from the woods and some string. Let's see how this goes. Today we are building a staircase over here next to our pond waterfall. We've been meaning to do this basically ever since we built the pond and just haven't really gotten around to it until now. We're building it because it's a very steep to try to get from down here to up there, and the chicken yard kind of blocks off being able to enter straight through there. So this is a really good path to get from the bottom part of the yard up to some of the other paths that we have cleared up there.
We are the Mountaintop Makers, and we live in a cabin in the woods.
We love nature and creating. If you do too, hit subscribe and give us a like. Enjoy the video. If I get the saw or pencil, our staircase is gonna go right here. Well, it is super cold out here, so we're gonna go inside for a little while to warm up. We're taking a little road trip, only about an hour and a half, to go look at some baby birds.
We just left the place with the bird. We're gonna go get some sushi. It's warmed right up outside, and it's time for me to work on this new staircase over by the pond. So first, I've got to cut some wood for the runners. And then I've got to reorganize the actual staircase itself over there. Now I've got to measure over there, cut some pieces, put them in. Pretty simple. Well, it's the third day of working on this staircase. It's a little chillier than it was yesterday, but I'm gonna try to work on the runners today. This is what I'm calling runners, by the way. So I guess the steps. I have 2 on here already. They're pretty strong. I'm gonna be supporting this as I go. So I'll make a little footer down and then I'll attach that to those footers. Now, as you can see, I'm not actually digging down into the ground and pouring a cement footer. And that's because for this staircase, would like to have as minimal of an impact on this area as possible. Things could change in the future where we don't want it over here. So I'm just setting it on top of the ground. This probably won't be here for more than, I want to say 5 years max. If it was, I would be building it in a much more permanent way. So I guess with that, let's see how I do. First part's done. Now I gotta do part number 2. We need to reinforce this a lot more before we start putting steps up there. A little wiggly. Well, I suppose I should start on that. It's a little snowy out, but that's okay. We're gonna finish up the top part of this staircase. I find that working out here, the most important thing to do is make sure you have your level. If you make sure your supports are level, your steps are level from front to back and side to side, then your staircase or deck or whatever you're building out on uneven ground will turn out looking a lot better. It'll also make sure that all the steps are lined up with each other. And that's all by using a little spirit level. Not the most accurate thing, however, it works well enough and it feels nice to walk up. So when you're working on a slope like this, level can be extremely deceiving. Your brain kind of adjusts itself to this slope, and then if you just try to eyeball it or get it close, you'll probably be sloping pretty harshly in one direction or the other. And you won't even know until you step back. Well, the snow is really coming down. And I'm almost out of long screws. So I'm gonna put this last piece on here. And then I think that'll be about all we do this week for this staircase. I think we got a lot done. We have to go somewhere this weekend, so we won't be around. So I kind of have to wrap up this project a little bit early. But we hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you liked it, and we'll see you next week. See ya.